Welcome back to another episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast. I'm your host, Manny Fraser, and today we're diving deep into a topic that can transform your fitness career: mastering the art of sales and fitness. This is not just about closing deals or meeting quotas. This is about building relationships, creating trust, and changing lives. If you're a personal trainer struggling to find a new client or keep the ones you have, this episode will give you the tools to level up. We're taking communication to that next level. We're going to talk about communication, we're going to talk about relationship building, and we're going to talk about business development. All framed through the real stories and actionable tips. So grab your notebook and let's get to work. All right. So let's take you back to the early days of me as a trainer. Okay. I just landed this position at the gym. And you guys heard the story before. I just got out of jail. I was about 3 months out. And I just landed a position at Good Life Fitness as a personal trainer. I remember I applied the first time and I didn't get it. And I wasn't heartbroken. I was just kind of like, oh, I guess my criminal record will stop me. And I've talked about this before. My girlfriend at the time, my wife now, kind of motivated me and talked me into continuing. And I am where I am today because of her. But I've just landed my job as a new personal trainer. I was excited and ready to make an impact. But here's the thing. I was struggling to connect with clients. I would tell them what to do, but they'd leave our sessions unmotivated. And like a lot of times, I didn't know how to communicate with them. One day, a client, we'll use a different name for this client. Let's call them Alex. Pulled me aside and said, "Manny, I don't need a drill sergeant. I need someone who understands me." That hit me hard. I realized I wasn't truly listening. I was talking at her and not with her. A lot of times as trainers, we're quick to be a coach. And which, as a coach, the language of a coach is like, do this, do that, go, 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 go. And that's the drill sergeant way of coaching. And the issue with like me, or the issue with a lot of us, is that as trainers, we're quick to get them to go, but we're not quick to get them we're not quick to be understanding about with them. So here's a lesson. Sales is about understanding, not convincing. Start every conversation by asking questions. What are your clients' goals? What's holding them back? And the more you listen, the more you'll know how to offer solutions that resonate. Here's an action tip. Practice active listening. Repeat back what your client says in your own words to show you understand. For example, so what I hear is you're struggling to find time to work out because of your demanding job. Is that right? Okay, this brings us to action item number 2, which is relationship building. Let me tell you about a client named Dave. He's been a longtime client who now is a close friend. And when Dave came to me, he was skeptical. He was burned by trainers before, so he had trust issues. Instead of selling him a package right away, I invited him to join my free group sessions. No strings attached. Over the next few weeks, I checked in with him regularly. I remembered his kids' names. I asked him about his work, his stress, and celebrated every small win. One day, Dave said, "You're the first trainer who ever cared about me beyond the gym." So here's the point. People buy from those they trust. The more genuine you are, the deeper your relationships that you build, and those relationships don't just bring it's just not like having clients. Those relationships that you build will bring you clients, but they'll also bring you referrals. They'll bring you loyalty, longevity in your career. So here's an action tip. Create a follow-up system. Have a system to follow up with people. Okay. Text those people on a regular basis and get them coming in. Text your clients after sessions to ask how they're feeling. Send a quick message if you notice they've missed sessions. Little touches like these go a long way. Okay, number three. So I've been in the fitness industry for over 2 decades, and this is now what I've learned in terms of business development. And if there's one thing, this is the one thing I learned. You can't just train, you have to build. I remember showing up to my first gym, and I thought, if I build it, they will come. If I build this business, that's brand new personal trainer. If I build this, they will come. Spoiler alert, they didn't come. I had to learn the hard way that no one's going to knock on my door unless I'm giving them a reason. So I shifted gears. I started offering free seminars, collaborating with local businesses, collaborating with local trainers, different people, and creating online content to showcase my expertise. Slowly but surely, my business started to grow. So here's the big takeaway. Treat your fitness career like a business, not a hobby. That means networking, marketing, and constantly innovating. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go out and create them. Here's an action tip. Set aside 1 day a week for business development. Reach out to potential partners, review your marketing strategy, or brainstorm new ways to serve your clients. Okay, so here's a story about a man named Mitch. He wanted to lose 50 pounds. He tried every fad diet and workout program, but nothing stuck. During our first session, he broke down in tears and said, I just want to feel like myself again. So instead of diving into calorie deficit and hit workouts, I shared my own personal struggles. I told him the time that I felt completely lost in terms of my major life setbacks and how small and insignificant I felt. Consistent action helped me rebuild. That story connected us. So a lot of you don't know, and I'll tell you the story, which was when I first went and got incarcerated, I went in at 180 pounds. And when I was in, you had nothing to do. So I went up to 200. I ballooned up to 220. And I worked out every single day. By the time I got out, I was 190 pounds at 10% body fat. And I worked my butt off to get there. So everyone goes through these kind of like struggles. And everyone's quick to say, like, it's the hormones, it's this, it's that, the other. It's what it is it's just consistency. Can you stay consistent in the little thing and doing the thing that you need to do on a regular basis? So he didn't just lose 50 pounds. He gained a new outlook on life. And guess what? He referred over 10 new clients to me since. And he keeps on referring people to me because I helped him. I changed his life. It wasn't just a number. He was someone I actually worked with. Okay? No, so the lesson here is that numbers are important, but stories create emotional connections. You got to share your wins, your struggles, and the transformations you've witnessed. That's what inspires people to take action. So here's a tip. Develop a personal story bank. Get a pen and paper, write down at least 5 stories, 3 to 5 stories from your career that highlight key lessons and client successes. Use these in consultations, social media, and presentations. That's what's going to really help you over time. Okay. All right, trainers, let's recap. Number one, communication is key. Listen more than you talk. Number two, relationships are the foundation of your success. Build trust and clients will stick around. Number three, treat your career like a business. Invest in your growth and take initiative. Number four, use stories to connect and inspire. People don't just buy training, they buy hope. You're a hopium seller, okay? You're selling hope. Buy hope, transformation, and belief. Remember, sales isn't a dirty word. It's an opportunity to change lives, including your own. Keep adapting, keep growing, and keep thriving. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast. If this episode inspired you at all, share it with a fellow trainer. And don't forget to DM me at the Manny Fraser or visit my website, at www.mannyfraser.com for more resources to help you master the art of sales. Until next time, stay hungry, stay humble, keep rising. Peace.